Good day to everyone. I am John Rainier F. Bernabe, and today I will discuss how bacteria communicate and why. But first, do bacteria really talk to each other? The answer to that is yes, they absolutely do. But how are these little organisms capable of communicating? Here's how. Bacteria communicate through a process called quorum sensing, and according to NCBI, quorum sensing is a process of cell-to-cell communication that allows bacteria to share information about cell density and adjust gene expression accordingly. One of the very first examples of this process known to humans is observed with the bacteria called Vibrio fischeri, which is present inside the Hawaiian bobtail squid. Let's take a closer look. As we observe this bacterium, we can see the important parts or elements they use to communicate. First is the blue square. This represents LOX-I, which is basically a signal-producing protein. This is the part involved in synthesizing the signals, or the red triangles, called autoinducers. Autoinducers are chemical signaling molecules that allow bacteria to sense population density. This tells us that more autoinducers means more bacteria present. These autoinducers are then absorbed by other bacteria through the yellow triangle, which represents the LOX-R. This is the receptor that receives the signals. And once the threshold is reached, autoinducers may trigger variety of responses. In this case, they glow. But why do bacteria communicate? As I mentioned earlier, bacteria can sense population density. In simple terms, the number of bacteria. This is important especially when resources are scarce or when they are competing for nutrients. Harmful bacteria also benefit from communicating. For example, E. coli, Salmonella, and plaque. Plaque is a biofilm, or structure consisting of different types of bacteria. These bacteria utilize quorum sensing to determine the best time to perform a behavior, like launching a virulent attack or increasing expression of a particular gene to combat immune response. In short, bacteria communicate in order to survive. That's it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new. Here are the sources for the images and some text.